We did not expect her to live.
She's so smart.
They got their little girl back when they certainly didn't expect it, and nor did I.
She can count until like 13.
Yes, I would expected severe brain damage, coma.
She knows her colors. She is like the smartest baby ever.
Miracle. Miracle for sure.
You remember the news reports. It was a hot day in July last summer in Portales, New Mexico, when a daycare outing ended badly.
And she just said, "Kristen, you need to get over here. Aubrey's not breathing."
For days, the headlines told the story of two women who took a dozen children to play at the park and then returned to the daycare but forgot two toddlers were still in the car.
I was livid. I was just like, how does that even happen? They were the two littlest ones in the class.
Police reports indicate as the New Mexico sun climbed into the mid-90s, the two women returned to the car after an hour and a half and opened the door to find the two babies still buckled in their seats. But Malin, the youngest, was dead.
She was so tiny. She was so little, and she had the biggest, bluest eyes.
Aubriauna was barely breathing and burning up.
The EMS rescued her. The first temperature that was recorded was 108.
Aubriauna was airlifted to Lubbock. The diagnosis, heat stroke with traumatic brain injury.
We did the blood test in the ER that confirmed injury. We were pretty sad for her and the family for sure.
I would just sit in the room and just look at her and cry.
For weeks in intensive care, no one knew if Aubriauna would ever walk, talk, or even eat again. Dr. Tiva says her internal thermostat was critically injured.
In the old days, it would be a very reckless control with ice bags, with ice bath even in some places, and the temperature would plummet dangerously, so we would had the risk of doing more harm than not.
But Dr. Tiva says Aubriauna responded to new treatment called the Arctic Sun, commonly referred to as the cooling blanket, a gift from CMN that has been used to save many children.
It's advanced that kind of treatment, thermal regulation, to the next level.
It would shoot freezing cold water into the blanket when her body temperature wasn't where it was supposed to be. And the Miracle Network bought that blanket for her, and without that blanket, she wouldn't have survived.
It took weeks of rehab for Aubriauna to regain control of all of her abilities, but today she is singing proof that miracles do happen.
To see her a few weeks later walk into my clinic and be almost a normal toddler in many ways, and to be walking around and trying to get in her mommy's purse and things like that, it really, it just takes your breath away.
The community should be proud that CMN money does make a difference.
It's amazing. He saved my baby.
You'll never know, dear, how much I
feel.
Please don't take my
Say
away.
yay.